Good afternoon to each and everyone presented here. Now we have our resource person, Dr. R. Balaguru, sir. Now I would like to welcome Dr. Devi Priya ma'am to address the gathering and deliver the welcome address.
Good afternoon, everyone presented here. The PG Department of Corporate Secretaryship, in association with IQAC of Dhanraj Jain College, Chennai, organizes a professional enrichment for faculties and development programs on strategic management practices for NAAC accreditation. I extend my hearty welcome to all the heads, associates, and assistant professors, faculties, and research scholars from various colleges and education institutions all over India. Today is day 3 of the faculty development program under the criteria 3 of NAAC on the topic of research, innovations, and extension by our resource person, Dr. R. Balaguru, Associate Professor, Department of Commerce, Ramakrishna Mission, Vivekananda College. He has 28 years of experience as head of the department, assistant professor, worked as principal in various esteemed institutions around Chennai. He has an industrial experience from 1990 to 1993 as an accountant. He also worked as a PhD bios examiner for 9 research scholars. He attended and organized 45 seminars, conferences, symposium, and workshops. Our resource person for today has enormous achievements. Apart from his achievements, he is the best person of all time. We would love to have you today, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Hello.
Yes, sir. Over to you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. So nice of you. Good afternoon, one and all. It's a very great pleasure to me. It's an honor to me. The DBJC College had given me an opportunity to discuss about the NAAC requirement. It is obviously known India has one of the largest and diverse education system in the world. The privatization and widespread expansion and increased autonomy and introduction of programs in the higher education need the assurance of quality and relevance. Therefore, India has planned to bring assurance and quality in the higher education system. For addressing these concerns, the National Policy on Education in the year of 1986 and the Program of Action in the 1992 brought the various strategic plan in order to bring the standards in the higher education. So the NAAC is functioning with the help of General Council and the Executive Committee, the GC and the EC. These are all the two eminent sector which is administering the NAAC in order to bring the standards in the higher education system. So there are 7 elements. Even then, the third criterion, the NAAC, which is required to be fulfilled by all the higher education institutions in order to get ranking by the NAAC. So let us go to the presentation. for the third criterion, research, innovation, and extension. For the NAAC accreditation, so the NAAC has insisted the several criteria, in which the third criteria is the research, innovation, and extension. As per the revised manual for the affiliated and the constituent colleges to get accredited from the NAAC, as per the updated on 27/2023, we have updated. So these are all the key indicators for research, innovation, and extension for the affiliated and the constituent colleges. So the scores also given for the third criterion. In the third criteria, the first is resource mobilization for the research, scoring 10, and innovation and ecosystem for 15, the research publication and award for 25, and extension activities, a score for 40, and collaboration, the 20 mark is the score is limited. And then even under the NAAC, even autonomous colleges as inviting NAAC for accreditation, for which they have to score 150 marks. The promotion of research and facilities are 20 score. Our resource mobilization for the research is 10 marks. Our innovation ecosystem 10 marks. And research publication and award 30 marks. Consultancy 10 marks. Extension activity 50 marks. And collaboration 20 marks. Based on this, we are stepping into the first steps. So resource mobilization for research. Even then, the grant received from the government and a non-governmental agency for research project and endowment project in the institution during the last 5 years to be properly given from the previous years. The number of years, that 5 years is given, and the number of the grant, the amount is to be mentioned in rupees in lakhs. So file to be uploaded and institution data in the prescribed format as per the NAAC given the format. You have to upload all the supporting document along with that project. Even any grant from the government or non-governmental organization, even for the private, in the next slide we will see the grant received from the government and non-governmental agency for research project and endowments in the institution during the last 5 years. It must be mentioned in Indian national rupees. The list of grant for the research project received during the assessment year, along with the nature of the award and the award agency with the amount. The sanctioned letter highlighting the required parts. A link also to be shown in the website and also shared with the e-copies of the sanctioned letter to the NAAC. The sanctioned letter of the grant by the funding agency, the funding agency given the letters, even the letter to be displayed in the college website as well as in the IQAC. Every year, the quality control cell is functioning in all the colleges. So the internal quality assurance cell to be given every year and reported to the NAAC. The duration of the grant period to be aligned with the assessment period. The research project grants should be reflected in the audited statement, and the utilization certificate also to be mentioned there. Only research grant are to be considered. Even some of the grant mobilized by the colleges should not be shown in the NAAC report. The grant given by their own trust or sister institution not to be included. Grant in the form of equipment, software, skill development center will not be considered for NAAC accreditation purpose. Why the NAAC is given that much of important to the research? The research is essential as it promotes innovations, advances knowledge, solves problems, and drives the societal progress. And the following key point highlighting the significance would be the fostering the critical thinking, the expanding the knowledge base, improving the decision-making process, and driving technological advancement in all sectors, promoting academic growth, addressing the societal challenges, and enhancing the professional development and fostering collaboration with the industries. So what are the even then? The research is more important, but there is a limitation for the research. There are certain problems faced by the researchers. Even all the colleges are facing certain problems. So limiting in funding. Even the foremost important point is, even nowadays, all the universities are enhanced their fees for the research scholars, and therefore, even the students, those who are studying or working in the self-financing colleges, is finding very difficult to collect that much of money. So limited in funding, even getting the funding from the various organizations is limited, a lack of infrastructure and insufficient mentorship and limited access to resources and time constraint for faculty and students and difficulty in publishing the research findings. Even very difficult. Even then, the articles is written by the research scholar, so they have taken enormous steps in publishing the research articles as well as that is the findings. A lack of interdisciplinary collaborations. So each and every college have to that interact with other disciplines. The collaboration must be there. The cluster system must be followed by the colleges. The efforts of research culture development. The research culture development, promoting research ethics, providing research training and workshops, encouraging faculty-student collaboration, organizing research and active participation in the national and international seminar, conferences and symposiums. So the colleges should motivate all the professors and the research scholar to publish or participate in the national and international seminar. All the document to be prepared by the IQAC and also to be uploaded to the NAAC. The establishing research center, encouraging interdisciplinary research, PhD research center and research guides, publication of research paper in high impact factor journals. The research funding from government and non-governmental agencies. Facilitating access to the research grant, promoting publication opportunities, recognizing and rewarding research achievement. If anybody is achieved, so recognition and appreciation is required for all the faculty members and all the research scholars. So all things to be provided by the college to be recorded and uploaded in the website. Establishing collaboration with the industrial partners. So all the industries, the memorandum of understanding to be made and collaboration to be done with the industrial sector. The encouraging research dimension through the open access platforms, promoting international research collaborations, even the access to the international standards and the international research articles must be provided by the college through the internet center, or providing research funding opportunities, integrating research into the curriculums, and filing of patents. So if any patent restored by the colleges to be filed, and good number of major and minor research project obtained by the colleges are in various departments also to be uploaded in the website as well as forwarded to the NAAC. Research funding is vital for supporting the innovative project and ensuring their successful executions. It depends upon the availability of government grants, corporate scholarship, sponsorship, and philanthropic donations, and crowdfunding platform, research fellowship, academic institution funding, and international research collaborations. So funding from the Indian governmental organization, where we can get the fund for the mini and major project for our college. So these are all the governmental organization, those who are ready to fund to the colleges or universities. Even it is for meant for colleges also. The Department of Science and Technology, DST, the website also given there. So Indian Council of Social Science Research, ICSSR, University Grant Commission, even UGC providing grant, and the Indian Council of Medical Research, Department of Biotechnology, DPT, a Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, CSIR. So the UGC and the CSIR may be known by the faculties and the research scholars, the Ministry of Human Resource Development, MHRD, and the Department of Atomic Energy. So the respective website also given, you can note it, and accordingly you can get the grant from the respective organization. And then Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, Indian Council for Agricultural Research, Ministry of Electronic and Information Technology, Defense Research and Development Organization, Ministry of Earth Sciences, Indian Council of Historical Research, and Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. So these are all the governmental organizations are ready to provide fund for research and innovation purpose. So these are all the funding agencies from the non-governmental organizations. So the Tata Trust, the website is given along with the organizations, the Infosys Foundation, Wipro Foundation, Asim Premji Foundation, a Reliance Foundation, the Aditya Birla Group, Indian Council for Cultural Relations, Aga Khan Foundations, Sir Dhirubhai Tata Trust, Rajiv Gandhi Foundation. These are all the international funding organizations, those who are providing fund for the research and the development process. National Science Foundation, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Wellcome Trust, European Research Council, Ford Foundations, Harvard Health Medical Institute, National Institute of Health, the Andrew W. Mellon Foundations, United Nations Development Programme, and World Bank Group. And the website also given along with them. So these are all the international funding organizations to India related to the research, innovation, and extension work. The innovation ecosystems. So apart from the research, the innovation is given important in the third criteria. The institution has created an ecosystem for innovations. Every organization should create an ecosystem that is faculty student friendly environment in order to make use of that, the curriculum as well as the ideas and their establishment of intellectual property rights, and then entrepreneurial cell and the incubation center and everything. So the institution has created an ecosystem for innovation in Indian knowledge system, IKS, including awareness about the IPR, the intellectual property right, establishment of IPR cell, incubation center, and the other initiative for the creation of transfer of knowledge, technology, and the outcomes of the same are evident. So all the files related to the IPR cell, and then incubation center, and then IKS, Indian Knowledge System, to share all the knowledge across the India. All the file related to this to be uploaded, and The institution has created an ecosystem for innovations and has initiative for the creation of transfer of knowledge. The institution has actively created an ecosystem for fostering innovations and promoting the Indian knowledge systems. The awareness about the intellectual property rights is the key focus area within the institution's innovation ecosystem. To facilitate IPR-related activities, the institution has established a dedicated IPR cell which serves as a hub for managing and protecting the intellectual property. Even though in a technical institute, the intellectual property is more, but in arts and science colleges, the intellectual property is very less. But even then, we can create an incubation center through which we can create an ecosystem to collaborate with others and have an idea and motivate to create the intellectual ideas. In addition to the IPR intellectual property rights cell, the institution has set up an incubation center to nurture and support the innovative ideas and startups. So many startups, it may be a small companies or small ideas, not a big ideas with a big capital involvement. Even with the small capital of involvement, the boys can be motivated to create a startups. The institution encourages and creation and transfer of knowledge and technology through the various initiatives within the innovation ecosystem. The outcome of this knowledge and technology transfer initiatives are evident, showcasing the institution's commitment to fostering innovations. The institutions actively promote the utilization of Indian knowledge systems, IKS. We have to create an Indian knowledge system through which you can derive the various knowledges provided by the various organizations can be preserved and promoted traditional knowledge and practices. Through the awareness program and workshop, the institution ensure that the stakeholders, that is the students, are well informed about the importance and benefits of the Indian knowledge systems. It is a knowledge sharing. There's nothing else. Through an incubation center, we can create a subdivision of any even a lab through which we can share our knowledge, we can get the knowledge of others. Through the incubation center serves as a platform for entrepreneurs to transform innovative ideas into commercially viable product or services. Even digital marketing, most of the students are doing digital marketing as a business. So the student become an entrepreneur. Therefore, we call it as a studentpreneur. So most of the students are doing business in all the colleges. Overall, the institution effort in creating an ecosystem for innovation and promoting Indian knowledge system contribute to the development of dynamic and knowledge-driven environment. So the knowledge-driven environment is more essential to all the campuses. So for which we have to conduct many programs, a workshop to motivate, to technologically aware about the various technology available for manufacturing of various products, even the small products. So the incubation center is mentoring and motivating the students towards the research and encouraging the research and conceiving the new ideas, for which they have to create an organization, for which we have to give the seed funding, and even we can encourage the student to create a social entrepreneur, and therefore the entrepreneurial cell we have to create and follow and maintaining all these startups. And then for the number of workshops, seminar, conferences, including programs conducted on research methodology, intellectual property rights, and entrepreneurship programs. So then the files related with the workshop conducted by the colleges and the seminars, conferences, everything to be properly recorded by the IQAC and uploaded in the website, and also uploaded to the entrepreneurship, the year-wise. For the last 5 years, we have to mention, and a number of workshop and number of seminar, everything to be properly given in the data. So the file description is given by the NAAC to be uploaded, the institutional data in the prescribed format. So as per the given format, we have to upload all the supporting document related with all the workshop, seminar, all the link to be uploaded to the NAAC. And then the number of workshop, seminar, conferences, including a research methodology, intellectual property right, and entrepreneurship conducted during the last 5 years to be listed out, and accordingly the brochures, geo-tagged photographs with the date and the captions, title of the workshop, seminar conducted, a link to be detailed report for each program as in the template, all activities including the research methodology, intellectual property right, and entrepreneurship to be considered, everything to be uploaded. But even some of the program conducted by the college could not be taken into consideration for NAAC accreditation conducted under the metric 1.2.1 not to be considered for NAAC accreditation, because so the curriculum aspect, it is related with the curriculum aspect 1.2.1, so therefore it is not comes under the research. And then number of workshop conducted, number of student benefited, number of workshop and name of the workshop and name of the seminar to be properly mentioned. And the institution has organized a substantial number of workshop, seminar and conferences over the past 5 years, specifically targeting research methodology. Because therefore, you can notice all the colleges, the online program is conducted for the research methodology and IPR, intellectual property right, and entrepreneurship programs. So creating student to become an entrepreneur, so the more number of programs to be conducted by the colleges. These events have to be designed to enhance the research skills and the knowledge of faculty members, research scholar, and the students. So in order to impart a right education, the faculty members to be properly educated, so that they have to update the knowledge. So these programs to be provided as a faculty development program through which the students will be get benefited. The institution recognizes the importance of the research methodology and has conducted several workshops to provide participants with the hand-on trainings in research techniques and the methodologies. The intellectual property right workshops have been organized to create awareness about the significance of protecting intellectual property and understanding the legal aspect relating to it. Even after creating any ideas, so that property belonging to a person to be preserved and safeguarded. So the legal aspect relating to it to be learned by the students, therefore they can save it and properly registered it. The institution has actively promoted entrepreneurship by organizing various programs, workshops, and seminar to foster an entrepreneurial mindset among the students and faculty. The student, preferably the student, must be motivated to become an entrepreneur, for which you have to brought the several an efficient person, a professional person, to imparting the skills for making various kinds of products. Even nowadays, the small products, the candle making, and then instant shakes, and the plastic injection molding, these are all the product is imported. The technical ideas is given to the student community to create a small entrepreneurship. So these workshop and seminar have featured renowned experts in the field of entrepreneurship, providing valuable insight and guidance to participants. The institution has collaborated with the industrial expert and the professional to conduct the workshop on research methodology, IPR on entrepreneurship, providing participants with real-world perspectives. The workshop and seminar have attracted a diverse audience, including student, faculty members, researchers, and professionals from different disciplines. The institution has received positive feedback from the participants who have expressed their appreciation for the knowledge and skills gained through the workshop. So when the real field, they can acquire more knowledge than the theoretical. Therefore, so that the institutional visit to be made to the students, and overall the institutional commitment to the organizing a significant number of workshops, seminar, conferences on research methodology, intellectual property right and entrepreneurship reflect its dedication to fostering a research-oriented and entrepreneurial culture. So the college should create an entrepreneurial culture. And based on this, in the entrepreneurial cell, all the members who have created an enterprises to be registered and maintained for the students' view. Research publication and awards, the weightage is also given 10 and the score is 25. The number of research paper published per teacher in the journals as notified on UGC CAR list during the last 5 years. So from the preceding year, you have to give all the 5 years and number of paper published by the teacher. How will you calculate? The formula is also given, the number of research paper in the journals notified on the UGC CAR divided by the number of full-time teachers during the last 5 years. So the count should not be repeated, therefore without repeat count. So all the information of the individual teachers and their articles published to be uploaded, the institutional data in the prescribed format. The data template will be given. In the template you have to fill up and link to the paper published journals in the UGC CAR list. The link also to be given and the link to the uploaded paper. The first page, full paper with author and affiliation details on the institutional website to be uploaded. So these are all, even then these indicators, key indicator, that's quantitative metrics, all quantitative metrics. And then a link directing to journal source site website in the case of digital journals. If you are presenting paper in the digital journal, so apart from the ever provide link for any other relevant document to support the claim, if any. The higher education should indicate the data template against each paper about the presence of the paper in the UGC CAR category-wise list with the CAR journal ID. So the ID also to be mentioned in the college website as well as for uploading for the NAAC accreditation. So number of research paper published per teacher in the journal notified on UGC CAR list during the last 5 years, individual as per the list you have to give and link a landing to be research paper and link to the journal website and URL of the content page in case of print journal. And publication of the authors with the institution affiliation will be considered for assessment year only. The publication in the current UGC CAR with the ISSN will only be considered calendar year publication to be considered January to December. So incomplete entries will not be considered. If details are given not complete with the link, screenshot, the respective publication will not be considered. So complete link and the complete information about the journal published to be provided. Number of research paper published per teacher in the journal as per the notified on UGC CAR list. The standard operating practices, the title of the paper, name of the author, department of the teacher, name of the journal, year of publication, ISBN number or ISSN number, number of publication in the UGC listed journal, average number of teachers in the last 5 years. The UGC approved list of journal, CAR list journals. You can, all the CAR list journals, you can watch them in the below link. And then the total number of books and the chapters in edited volumes are books published and a paper in the national international conference preceding year wise last 5 years. So that is the number of books and chapters in edited volumes, book published and paper published in the national and international conferences to be uploaded. So the year-wise to be given and the total number of published books and edited volumes, everything to be mentioned. And the same formula, total number of books and chapters, edited volumes, book published and paper in national and international conference proceedings, divided by number of full-time teachers during the last 5 years without repeat count. So all the things to be uploaded, the institutional data in the prescribed format, the data template will be given by the NAAC, copy of the cover page, content page, first page of the publication including ISBN number and the year of publication for the books and chapters. A list of chapters, book, along with the links redirecting to the source website. Apart from the above, the provide link of any other relevant document to support the claim, if any. If the college want to claim us our articles, you can claim it. The number of books and chapters, edited volumes, book published, papers published in national and international conference proceeding per teacher during the last 5 years to be provided a list and published in the website as well as in the NAAC. The cover page, content page, first page and the selected publication. The web link of the books also to be given in ISBN. The publication with the ISBN number only would be considered. So without ISBN number, the book will not be considered. The details of your selected publication would be the sought during the DBB clarifications process if the data is large. Books publication year should be mentioned. The calendar year publication to be considered January to December. Even then, certain publication will not be considered. Publication claims under 331 not to be repeated, included in this metric. The book without ISBN number, title, author, department, school, division, center, unit, cell, name and year of publication not to be considered. So the ISBN number will be considered. If the name, department, school, division, nothing will be considered. So this is the standard operating practices of NAAC. And then journal, publishing journal which have the impact factor. The journal impact factor is the one way to assess the journal's status and help to weigh the difference between journals. The impact factor is the ratio that we initially started in 1975 to indicate the average reach and the importance of the article published by a journal. It has since been additionally applied to indicate similar relevance of authors. So the journal impact factor helps shift concerns for publishers away from achieving the high total quantity of publishing and encouraging journals to accept more relevant works than that can be used and cited by peers. So the peer journals alone can publish because the standards to be maintained by the authors as well as the journals. The Institute of Scientific Information and Philadelphia continuously record scientific citation from the article reference list. So from this data, the Institute of Scientific Information and journal impact factor by the following formula. 2013 citations to articles published in 2011-12, number of articles published in 11-12. So therefore, the impact factor can be decided. H index is a short for the H index, which was suggested by Dr. George Girish as the way to quantify the productivity and impact of an individual author. The H index was introduced in the year of 2005, similar to how journal impact factor is now to be used to measure the journal or an author to their field. The H index is calculated by counting the number of publications for which an author has been cited by other authors at least that same number of times. For instance, an H index of 17 means that the scientist has published at least 17 papers that have each been cited at least 17 times. if the scientist 18th most cited publication was cited only 10 times, the H index would remain at 17. If the scientist 18th most cited publication was cited 18 or more times, then the H index would be rise to 18. So the number of citations, the more number of authors have cited your articles, your articles get more values. That value is always high index value, H index value. And then I-10 index is the newest in the line of journal metrics, was introduced by the Google Scholar, the online academic branch of the search engine company Google, in 2011. It is a simple and straightforward indexing measure founding by tallying a journal's total number of published articles with at least 10 citations. At least 10 citation an article must have. Then only it may be called as a I-10 indexed journal. And then the extensional activities, the key indicator is 3.4, the weightage is 15, and score is 40. The outcome of extensional activities in the neighborhood community in terms of impact and sensitizing the students to the social issue for the holistic development during the last 5 years. So write the description maximum 500 words. You have to give the write-up, and also you have to upload the various files and provide link for all the programs conducted in our college for holistic development. This is the outcome extension activities in the neighborhood community. So nearby, in terms of impact and sensitizing the student to the social issues for the holistic development. Describe the impact of extensional activities in sensitizing the social issues and holistic development. So in which year the activities is taken, the academic year, title of the extension activity, number of students participated, major social issues in the related area, outcome related to the holistic development and skill development for the student. An extension is a social application of services and knowledge for betterment of community, blood donation, village adaptation, providing training in vermicompost manufacture, organizing classes on floral art and craft, conducting socio-economic survey, undertaking rural construction program and watershed management. Faculty and the student visit the various old age homes, rehabilitation centers, and the hospital to share food, clothing, and joy of various festivals. The important steps to related to extension activities, permission from the authorities, and preparation of activities calendar, notice, advertisement, enrollment orientation program for student, execution of activity, feedback collection and analysis, replanning of activity, prizes and awards given to the students, publications and publication in newspaper, annual magazines and bulletin, everything to be properly recorded and published in the website, as well as at the time of accreditation, we have to give to the NAAC. So the benefit of extension activities enhances and nurture the various skills to the student community, cultivate a strong sense of social responsibility to the student, and participate actively in community service, and instill the values and importance of work and labor, the foster empathy and awareness of human rights, and bridges academic knowledge with the practical solution for societal issues, provide a deeper understanding of the real world beyond the classroom environment. Therefore, these are all the benefit of extension activities to the student community. Therefore, all the colleges are requested by the NAAC and UGC to conduct various extensional activities. Therefore, it is considered to be the norms for accreditation. So development of skill set through the extension activities, organizational skills, planning, execution, and evaluation, interpersonal skill, teamwork and cooperations, communication skills, oral, written, posters, and the state plays. These are all the ways we can create development of skills to the students. And social services, surveys, health, social, economical, and technical, technology-based contour mapping, biodiversity audit, water audit, rainwater harvesting, garden development, nakshatra garden, safety and security audit of village. So the environment related sound pollution, no harm, plastic free campus, e-waste management drive. These are all the various segments the student can be engaged in and properly to do the social services. And social outreach centers to be created and integrated approach, outcome-based social service, coordinated effort for effective community services, coordination between the various departments, NCC, NSS, etc. Expert from the industry, social sciences, environmental sciences, law, etc. address the social issues, work for the community networking, and conduct a field social survey and the collaboration with the NGOs and knowledge management. For these areas, the student can be encouraged and motivated. And extension activity report. So the academic year date and time to be mentioned, organizing unit, agency, and collaborating agency. So the organizing agency may be NCC or NSS, Rotaract or VRC or whatever it may be, and collaborating with other agency or funding agency. So venue, department, committee activity, IQAC cell activity number of participants, students, teachers, everything, and any other funding agency, total amount of funding required, title of the activity, objectives of conducting activity, everything to be mentioned, and properly after completing the activity, everything to be properly recorded and published in the website as well as to the NAAC. Awards and recognition received for extension activities from the government or government recognized bodies. So award, all things to be described, uploaded in the college website as well as for the accreditation purpose. Upload additional information and provide link for additional information. So all the file as per the template you have to make. So write a description in here, maximum 500 words. This is a qualitative matrix. Therefore, it is mentioned as QLM, qualitative matrix. The weightage is given as 5. So the number of extension and outreach program conducted by the institution through the organized forums, including NSS, NCC with the involvement of community. The weightage is given as 20. So the number of extension and outreach program conducted year-wise to be given last 5 years, and number of activity conducted to be given below the year. Upload the specific document as per the description given below. The institutional data in the prescribed format, the data template will be given. In this, you have to fill up. And detailed report for each extension and outreach program to be made available with a specific mention of number of students participated and the details of the collaborating agency. Photographs and any other supporting document of relevance should have the proper captions and the date. Apart from the above, provide link for any other related document to support the claim, if any. The celebration of commemorative days should not be considered as the extension activity. Therefore, it has to be avoided. A number of extension and outreach program conducted by the institution through the NSS, NCC, ORC, or Red Ribbon Club, Youth Red Cross, including the programs such as Swachh Bharat, AIDS awareness, gender issues, and those organized in collaboration with the industry, community, and the NGOs during the last 5 years to be listed and the list to be uploaded. And the link uploading a photograph, preferably with the banner, and any other supporting document of relevance should have the proper caption and date. And it can be supplemented with the media reports and events if anything is published on the newspaper or local newspaper. That is also to be provided, a link to the detailed report for each extension and outreach programs. And then some of the program will not be considered as extension program. Even conducted for the benefit of the own student, not to be included under outreach programs. Only extension activity for the benefit of community will be considered. So exclude national festival days, celebrations like Yoga Day, Women's Day, etc. And then collaborations. So the number of functional memorandum of understandings and linkage with institutions, industries in India and abroad for internship, on-the-job training, project work, student faculty exchange, and collaborative research during the last 5 years to be given. This is also a quantitative matrix. So based on the number of the weightages given at 20. So upload the specific document as per the description given below. The institutional data and the prescribed format data template will be given. A list and copies of document indicating the functional memorandum of understandings, a linkage collaboration activity, activity-wise and year-wise activity to be given. The summary of the functional memorandum of understandings, linkage, collaboration indicating start date, end date, nature of collaboration, etc. So with the help of any funding agency, if you are conducting any programs, that is also to be given. And a list of year-wise activities and exchange should be provided. Even the cluster system is used by the colleges can be mentioned here. Provide link for any other relevant document support the claim, if any, by the college. So all the collaborations, how the collaboration can be, the standard operating practices to be there. So that a number of MOUs obtained by the colleges and the collaboration and linkage for faculty exchange, student exchange and internship, field trip, on-the-job training, research and other academic activities during the last 5 years. And copies of MOUs and collaborations, related document indicating the nature of collaboration and activities year-wise. List of activities conducted under each memorandum of understanding. Even getting a memorandum of understanding is not useful. Therefore, whatever the activities engaged through the memorandum of understanding to be uploaded in the college website and starting and completion year-wise, signed by both the parties, college as well as the industry. So the memorandum of understanding collaboration should be valid for the assessment period. The collaboration activities are research, faculty exchange, student exchange, internship, on-the-job training, project works should be facilitated through the mentioned collaboration only. Yeah, not any other collaboration. So the mentioned collaboration should provide all the facilities, and the MOU should be functional during the assessment year. So the memorandum should be functions. So is on. If the MOU for the 3 years, 2011 to 30, it shall be counted only once. At least one activity should have been conducted under the memorandum of understanding during the assessment period to qualify a functional MOU with the institutions. And then other program, other collaborations with the sister institutions under the same trust not to be included. Certificate issued by the external agencies to students, faculty for research, faculty exchange, student exchange, internship cannot be the proof of having collaboration with the external agency. Memorandum of understanding with the sister institution under the same trust not to be included. Even then, you have a memorandum with the sister concern should not be included. You can upload in the website, in your college website, not in the NAAC website for accreditation. And then these are all the benchmark for grant received from the government and non-governmental agency for research project endowment institution during the last 5 years. And a number of workshops, seminar, conferences, including on research, innovation ecosystems. The first one is resource mobilization for research, 3.1, 3.2, and 3.3 research publication and awards. And 3.4 extension activities and key indicator for collaboration 3.5. Even some of the colleges we have a self-study project is prepared, a research and development cell and entrepreneurial cell in order to start up for e-commerce, event management, digital marketing, farming, craft, bottle art, tourism, food production, and so many startups have created entrepreneurial of various colleges. So the innovation cells, either innovation development councils, also created by the various colleges. Thank you very much for the passion listening. Hello.
Thank you so much for your wonderful presentation, sir. Now I request Dr. R. Lavanya ma'am to propose the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Dr. R. Lavanya, Head of the Department, Corporation, Dhanraj Jain College. It's my privilege to propose the vote of thanks for today's section. I hope today we all had a great takeaway from the webinar on NAAC. I would like to thank our management, principal, professor in charge for being supportive hands. The IQAC team of Dhanraj Jain College, and I'm also very obligated to thank our resource person of today, Dr. R. Balaguru, Associate Professor, Department of Commerce, RKM Vivekananda College, for a valuable seminar on research, innovation, and extension activities. It was a greatest takeaway from you, sir. It was a great indeed to you, have, sir. A heartfelt thank you to all the participants from the various colleges and educational institutions all over India. Without you, all this day would not be possible, and all the technicians who work efficiently for the betterment of the program. Once again, I thank you all of them for making this Day-3 FDP successfully. Thank you. Participants, attendance link is given in the live chat box. Please mark the attendance immediately. The link will be closed within the 15 minutes. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Bye.
Sir, clear. Thanks. Thanks. Sir.